going to continue with your visit in presence of Camilla Ilari, Napoleon's wet nurse and nanny. She will reveal a number of secrets and legends concerning the house and its occupants, followed by the plain butterman. Enjoy your visit. Like the rest of the house, this room was entirely redecorated during the Second Empire. Today, the room presents the historical context of Corsica in the 18th century. Don't forget that Corsica was occupied by the Genovese since the 13th century and was only turned over to France in 1768. Move closer to the central display case, where you'll discover various portraits of Pascal Paoli. This character, a hero in the fight for Corsican national independence, greatly influenced the history of the island. Although Corsica was declared independent in 1729, it wasn't until 1755 that Paoli wrote up the first truly democratic constitution in Europe. In this document, Paoli determines the people's right to freedom and gave women the vote. He also created the first Corsican university in Corte. Take a look at the map hanging on the back wall. It is the work of Hyacinth de la Peña, who specialized in painting French military battles. It must be noted that at the beginning of the 18th century, no thoroughly reliable and precise maps of Corsica map was conceived, and Hyacinth de la Peña used the data depicted on that first map to create the one you see before you. Being first and foremost a painter, La Peña embellished his map with two insets situated at the top corner of each end of the map. Look carefully at the inset on the left. It represents the Corsican arms with the famous More's head with the blindfold still placed over his eyes. Actually, there have been claims that Pascal Paoli later had the blindfold lifted from the eyes of the More to his forehead as a symbol of liberation. The artist also painted in the names of each of the 700 Corsican towns and villages. You might have noticed that they are in fact phonetically transcribed. Attention to precise detail. Now, why don't you move over towards the portraits of Charles and Letizia shown on the left of the fireplace to listen to commentary number 3.
Hello, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Camilla Ilari, little Napoleon's nanny. Well, I should say great Napoleon's nanny, really. As an Ajaxian fisherman's wife, I lived in this house for many long years. In fact, it shows Carlo Maria Bonaparte. Period of Corsica's independence, he'd even participated in the battles.
There around the fireplace to listen to commentary number 4. Very little is known about Napoleon's youth, as the Bonaparte family was not yet famous at the time. The majority of the illustrations...
He left the home where he was born at the age of 9 to go study at the middle school in Autun, and then attended the military academy in Brienne. It wasn't until 1786, more than a year after his father's death, that he finally came back to the family house. During the French Revolution, Napoleon's stays here became more and more frequent, as he was a military officer to the king.
In the 19th century, several of these rooms were given a name that was supposed to evoke their original function. Documents pertaining to that. Since the 19th century, This room has been hailed as the room where Napoleon Bonapart, future Emperor of the French and King of Italy, was born. Yet to date, no element can be cited as confirming this legend. Whatever the case may be, this reputation has transformed this room into the memory chamber of the house, the ultimate destination of pilgrimage, as much for official visitors as for the numerous admirers of Napoleon. And so, starting as early as the beginning of the 19th century, illustrious guests have passed through here.
Imperial. What a devilish idea. Look, oh, when I was about to forget. Don't miss the nativity.
This is original.
Ebony and ivory.
Original?
Yes.
Chest of drawers.
Yeah, I see.
When Napoleon was born,
It was a present given by the emperor in 1796 after their stay on the continent. They undertook major construction projects to expand the house. Joseph Bonaparte bought the rooms on the 3rd floor, and Letizia had a sumptuous gallery built on the terrace that had been put in by Vivendi. Other rooms in the house where the floor is in hexagonal red ceramic floor tiles called tomettes. Here you discover a magnificent walnut parquet.
The 18-mirrored torch holders were installed here in 1801 by order of Napoleon Bonapart, who was first consul at the time. The decoration adorning the identically replaced thanks to the meticulous conservation of fragments of fabric that used to cover the furniture at the end of the 18th century. If you wish to know more about the remarkable chest of drawers in this room, please listen to commentary number 13. The connection built onto this other house explains the difference in level of the remaining rooms you'll be visiting. The function attributed to these spaces at the end of the 18th century is still unknown, but it's been demonstrated that they were used as bedrooms during the beginning of the 19th century.
Hey there. Look at the floor to the left. To protect themselves, the inhabitants had the bright idea of reserving the ground floor for shops or warehouses, never building a staircase leading to the second floor. Instead, a simple ladder would do the trick. If they were attacked, the ladder was quickly hoisted up to the second floor. The trapdoor was blocked and slowed down the attackers.
It must be said that this trapdoor was also the subject of one of the numerous tales spun around the Bonaparte house and his wife, the Empress Eugenia. A brief historical review. Louis Napoleon Bonaparte, son of Alphonse de Beauharnais and of Louis, Napoleon's younger brother, was elected President of the Republic in 1848 before beginning to house the tombs of family members. Today, most notably, you may visit there. Take a closer look. While on her way to Egypt, where she was to inaugurate the Suez Canal, Eugenia came back to this house in the company of her son, the Imperial Prince. Here, she discovered the collection of family furniture brought back by Napoleon III and reinstalled in the house at the end of the year 1860. Now, head over to the right.
Oui, moi aussi, c'est pareil. J'avais plein de
bah,
Les photos, c'est interdit dans la boutique, monsieur. No photos de shop, please.